Hello everybody. Hello ladies. How to be provided from high value affluent men and how you can make them pay for your dreams and desires. So let's start with a little celebration because I don't share enough about my private clients and myself. So my private clients, they get to fly all around the world. They get luxury dates paid for, flight tickets paid for, hotels, and of course with their own room with boundaries. And I do that all the time too. Like I get to be treated for anything that I want. And my private clients get groceries paid for, bills, and they are not even exclusive and not even committed yet. So they can get provided for anything that they desire without being committed yet or without giving something back. Okay, and of course the clients that are committed in a relationship, they're being provided for too. And even so many times that women come to me that they are not provided for, we have 1, 2, 3 calls and the woman just gets this energy of, yes, I'm worthy of that, just with 1 call, because it's like women know it. Women know I'm worthy of that, but it's the energy and they embody that and they show up like that. And the man, he just is a reciprocal of the energy of the woman. And if she feels worthy, he literally starts providing for anything that she wants. And it's just that simple. It's just that simple. And the same was for me. Like if you follow my channel, you know that I came to this work because I was a typical 50-50 girl in a relationship. And I hit a point where I not only got exhausted and frustrated, but I got sick and I could not go to school. I could not work. And I was like, okay, I can, even if I want to be this independent woman that I was before, I got to a burnout point where I just couldn't. And I had to allow myself to be supported, provided for, from the men in my life, but also from my family and surroundings. And people do support you when you allow it. And at some point, I decided that I no longer have to be sick to be provided for. I no longer have to be sick to allow myself to be supported. I can support myself. I can have an amazing business and I can be free at the same time be supported. So that was my own personal story here, that even in my own business, I hit a point where I was like, what if I get so independent and so wealthy myself? What if, like, will I still be treated to everything? Will I still get everything paid for? Like, I love it. Like, I don't want to miss that. But then I decided, no, I get to have both. I get to have my own money and be totally free with my own income and still get to be provided from all sources. Like, we don't have to limit you to the guy that you're dating. But of course, he is a very close masculine person, so it's natural that he steps up. So you see, the ladies that come to my world, they start receiving. It's little things, but it can be a big thing. Yeah. So one of my other clients who joined the colony provider workshop, she actually right now, like, we are working together since I think 2 months. So she right now, she isn't yet in a relationship, still kind of dating, but she opened up to be provided for. And guess what? She got a raise without asking, just the energy. And she didn't get a raise since years. So that was her blog too. And she got her employer to pay for her course. Yeah, to pay for some kind of course and coaching. And she get provided for. All right. So that's how simple that is. And then I have other clients who got engaged to a millionaire, who got a $2.5 million house in Florida. Yeah. So, and it's the first time in their life. And before, they always had to be so independent and had to carry everything themselves. Little switch to just allow them to receive. All right. So I'm just so excited about this topic again, because not only, I mean, it's a very sensitive topic. I know that. Like, I know that some women or men might disagree with me, but again, it's a very personal topic for me too, because I hit a point where I was so exhausted, and I don't want any woman to hit this point, to be exhausted and to feel unsupported. Not only feel unsupported, but feel so exhausted in their body. Yeah, the feeling comes first. And if you ignore it like me for years, like I hope not, but there might be some burnout symptoms coming up. And no, you get to be supported, and it's just a little shift. Yeah, I even had a call yesterday with another private client of mine, and she also shared with me that she is very independent. She has a job and all of that, but she feels exhausted and she feels like overwhelmed. Like, she has all of those desires, but she feels like she doesn't, she cannot she cannot fulfill them. And then we just simply made a little switch of, what if you stop focusing on what you can provide? What if you stop focusing on your own masculine side? Yes, you have a masculine side, and be so thankful for that. Your masculine side can provide right now for you your living, your food, your coaching with me. Yeah, your masculine side provides the most important thing. So be thankful for that. So just for everybody who's new in this video, we have a feminine receiving side, and we also, as women, have a masculine side who can provide for others, for ourselves, right? Who can take care. And her masculine side definitely can take care of herself. Like, she shifted from, I can't do this, I'm just overwhelmed, to, okay, let's appreciate that, and let's stop seeing only yourself as the only source of money, of support. Yeah, let's focus right now on your feminine side, which is desire of more support, more money, more travel, more clothing, more experiences, more coaching, whatever that is. Yeah, just focus on the desire, and things will align. And I know it sounds maybe new for you, but since I shifted to desire, like from the problem counter to the desire counter, literally things like shifted for me so much. I remember back then, like a few years ago, I literally couldn't work. I was so sick. I was overwhelmed with doing my laundry. And I kind of didn't talk about it before so much, because I wanted to kind of like forget this identity of me being so like helpless and sick, after having this burnout, and kind of becoming back to just myself, having a very balanced feminine and masculine side. But I was so overwhelmed, and guess what? Through embodying, through embodying new concepts, I still could pay for everything and manifest everything. Yeah. So with my lowest point where I couldn't work, I had no money in the bank account, I decided this has to stop and I have nothing to lose anymore. So I signed up back then, I remember, for coaching, even I had no money at all. Like, I still signed up for coaching. The money appeared. I can tell you 1,000 stories. I, had suddenly money for coaching. I had money for other expenses, for my driving license. I had money for suddenly for like vacations, literally. And I got a car, and I honestly wasn't telling everybody that I got so much support from outside, or from the guys that I was dating, just because I wasn't so grounded in this topic yet. But even my family was like, why are you so abundant? Like, how can you have so much money, even you like I'll like chilling the whole day at home and listening to some kind of podcast and coaching stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm abundant. I'm at the desire counter. I decided I decided I want coaching and I got coaching. I decided I want a car and I got a car. And actually it's, you know, it's not about it's not about controlling where it's coming from, but it's coming. So let me share you another story of me. I think that might really inspire you. So when you are at this desire counter, whatever you desire, right? Like maybe you desire, like me before, I desired to have a car. Like I can't even imagine that back then I had no money at all to even have to buy myself a car. Like right now, my reality is so different, but it's okay. So back then, I didn't have any money, but I wanted to have a car. I wanted to drive around. So I actually got myself a job, um, like right after my driving license. I got myself a job where I would deliver stuff, but I would take like so long to deliver those things. It was just once a week. I would take so long, literally. Like my boss even was angry with me, and I was like, "What do you want?" I just made my driving license. But anyways, I got this job, and they paid me even for driving like super slow and making so many breaks. And then I got this car for the whole weekend, although I just worked 2 hours on like Sundays. I got this car for the whole weekend. So I manifested the car. Like I had, like I had a car for free and I even got paid for that. Can you imagine? And then later I got a gift that was my car. So it's not like I was sitting there and was like, oh, right now, guys that I'm dating or just some people, my family, has to provide for me now. Like you're my source and you have to buy me a car. Yeah, because when you are like this, kind of like control, and the universe doesn't like you controlling. But luckily, I already have been coached and I knew how to do this. So I was like sitting with like, okay, I want to have a car at least for the weekends to like drive around for my friends and wherever I want to. I mean, I live in a big city, so I don't really need a car, but I just wanted it. And I got this job. And then I had this job and was working 2 hours, got paid for that. Like, I don't even know why they took me as an employee. I was like a very bad driver back then, and it took forever to deliver those things. But anyways, I got this car, and I got this car for the whole weekend. And then later I got the gift of the car. And right now I have another car that I even paid for myself. And I was kind of very proud of that because, but I knew I could manifest it anyways. So it is what it is. You see the point? I wasn't sitting there and be like, how can I come up with the money to buy myself a car? I literally don't know. How can I come up with the money to buy myself a car? Like that would be on the problem issue, right? Like that would be on the issue, focusing on the issue. And I didn't do that. I was like, I want a car. I really desire a car. And yes, I'm not working really. I don't feel like working. I don't feel like exhausting myself, but I want a car. And the car came to me, you know. And this is how easy it can be. And I remember back then. So right now it's so much different, right? Because right now I have so much faith that I can manifest things in like a minute. But I remember back then I was like, I really want to be coached because I desire to get out of this stuckness that I was taught from my family, always having no money, always feeling exhausted. If I want to have money, I have to work hard and feel burnt out. And I was like, no, I don't want this. Plus, I had relationship issues with everybody, with myself, with my family, with um with the men I was dating. Like I was like, okay, I need coaching. I want to be coached. I really desire that. And I was like, okay, universe, support me. Just come here and support me. And literally, um, I was supported. Yeah, I had people wanting to give me gifts, like very expensive jewelry suddenly, and I was like, can you maybe pay my coaching instead? And they did. And and other things, I was just having stuff around that didn't need, so I just like sold it for 1,000 euro, all of that. And this is what actually my clients also experience. So I have clients all over the world. Yeah, most of them are actually in the US and Canada, in England, but I do have clients all over the world. So also Europe, Africa, South Africa or Middle Africa and South Africa, um, Asian countries like Vietnam. And how can those women still pay for, high ticket coaching? Yeah, because they did step into this abundance of, I can make it. And then guess what? Those women from those countries suddenly was opening their own business and were making more than the whole family together. And it's not about them being able to pay for the coaching, but it's about them stepping into abundance. Or they would get like support from others. Or my one client from Middle Africa, she had a degree already. She just couldn't find a job there. She literally just moved to Finland and now she's like a doctor in Finland. So you see, it's just a little shift of desire. And I know we are in this logical world of I know in this logical world of, oh, I have to do this in order to get the money. And then what women do oftentimes is going to be on the next video. So after you watched it, stay tuned because in the next video, I will tell you what stops women oftentimes to get support, which is because they think that, it might be a transaction or they would have to do certain things that they don't want to do. So that's the next video. Stay tuned, like watch for the next one that I will post probably in 2 days. Okay. And yeah, so just a lot of sharing from me today. If you enjoyed this video, then give me a thumbs up and comment. I know many of you really enjoy the content, but please comment. I love the engagement. And yeah, and if you feel so aligned, if you feel so called to, I still have 2 spots left for private coaching. And actually, after that, my rate will go double. Like I already decided that uh, because it feels aligned. Okay. So if you want to still um, jump on one-on-one coaching with me, the first call is free. So reach out for the first love assessment call. The link will be in the comments. And if you want to know more about this work, I also will link the replay from the last workshop. Okay. And I see